Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Barcelona have just lost to Leganés 1-0 at Montjuic. Once again, dropping all 3 points in La Liga. What the fuck is happening with this team? What has happened to this team since that second half against Espanyol like 6 weeks back? What happened? What happened at halftime against Espanyol that this team changed completely in the league? Because since that second half against Espanyol, this team has not been the same. We've been dropping points like crazy in the league. We're losing to Leganés and Las Palmas at home, bro. Dropping all 3 points to Leganés and Las Palmas at home. Have some fucking shame, bro. Give me a break. What is this? What am I watching right now? This game was so frustrating to watch, man. One of the most frustrating games I've ever watched as a Barca fan. Oh my god, that was infuriating to watch. The players played like shit today. The ref was terrible. The atmosphere at Montjuic was dead. Everything about this game today was a fucking eyesore, man. It was an eyesore. And this team is so frustrating to watch because I watched the same team. We all watched the same team on Wednesday against Dortmund in the UCL. They went to one of the toughest stadiums, if not the toughest stadium to play at in European football. And they scored 3 goals and got a last minute winner. So they can do it against Dortmund away from home in the UCL, but you can't do it against Leganés at home. You can't score a goal against Leganés at home. You can't score 1 goal. Nothing. It's so puzzling, bro. I don't understand it. I don't understand what's happening with this team. And so many of the players that were performing back in October and in September and August are not performing now. And the league is just slipping away. Barca and Real Madrid are fighting, bro, to be who's going to give this league title to Atletico Madrid? Because Madrid dropped points and then Barca dropped points and Atletico Madrid are just slowly catching up. And now if Barca loses to Atletico Madrid on Saturday, which they very well could, Barca could be sitting in 3rd place and Atletico Madrid could be sitting in 1st. After the Clásico, I was sitting here fucking stupidly at this. It looks like I was fucking way too premature to say, but I was sitting here talking about how Barca basically won the league title already in October. How stupid do I look now? That's what I get for having confidence in my team. I thought this Barca team was different, but apparently it's not. And it's so weird because usually we're bad in the UCL but good in the league. But now we're good in the UCL and bad in the league. I really don't understand it. I don't get it. But again, Leganés and Las Palmas dropping points to both of those teams at home is unacceptable. There's no excuse for that. And today, in this bad run of form that Barca have had in the league over the past 5 or 6 weeks, I don't think today was our worst performance, by the way. I think we started off poorly because we conceded in the first 5 minutes from a wide open fucking header from that corner kick. I mean, he was wide open, bro. Nobody was marking him. And even the play that led to the corner, the right winger was wide open. It took Iñaki making a great save to obviously send it to a corner kick. But still, we started off the game so poorly. I mean, when you conceding in the first 5 minutes against a team like Leganés at home, it's a death sentence, bro, because you're going to park the bus and play that nasty low block, and it's going to be almost impossible to score. I've been watching La Liga for such a long time. I'm sure you guys who've been watching Barca for as long as me know the same thing. If you watch any team if you watch any top team in any league, if they play against a bottom league team, and they score early, they're going to park the bus. It happens with every team, not just Barca and Madrid, but it happens with Liverpool. If they score against, I don't know. If Crystal Palace scores against Liverpool early at Anfield, they're parking the bus. Okay, if Stuttgart score against Bayern Munich early at their stadium, they're parking the bus. It happens all the time, and today it happened. And it's almost like it's so hard to break down a low block like that. But for the most part, I think Barca played well in that first half. They were creating chances. We just couldn't finish. I think our combinations, in the final third were good. Lewandowski missed a sitter from a pass from Rafinha in that first half. Koundé missed a chance as well. I mean, Jamal missed a chance. But again, I think we played better than we did against, Real Sociedad or Celta Vigo, because I think we were so bad in those games. I don't think today we were that bad in the first half. Honestly, I don't. I think we played well. I think we played well enough to score. Like the team was in position to score a goal. They just couldn't capitalize on it. But again, like if falling behind that early to Leganés, it's gonna be so hard to come back from that. It's just so frustrating to watch. And in the second half, we were dead, bro. We didn't do anything in that second half. Apart from that chance that Koundé missed, where he was literally like 2 feet away from goal and he shanked it wide, we didn't do shit in that second half. And I don't know, man. I think 2 of the worst players on the pitch today were the first 2 players that got subbed out. And that's Dani Olmo and that's Robert Lewandowski. Dani Olmo had one of the worst games I've ever seen him have in a Barca shirt. Honestly, that was the worst game I've seen Dani Olmo have in a Barca shirt. And that first half was so fucking hard to watch. His touch, it's like he had a brick for a cleat. Honestly, every touch he took, it was just bouncing off his foot. His touch was so poor. He could not find the right pass in the final third. He was putrid. Lewandowski missed so many chances. I think his hold-up play was actually decent today, but missed so many chances in front of goal. And Robert Lewandowski quietly, over this slump for Barca, hasn't been great. He just hasn't been great. He's had too many stinkers and too many games where he disappears. And today, he got service because that's the biggest thing with Lewandowski defenders. They always say he doesn't get service. But today, he got plenty of service and didn't do anything with the service. Actually, he did do something with the service. He just wasted the service. That was the problem with Lewandowski today. He was wasting so many clear chances for Barca. He missed like 2 wide open headers, bro. 2 wide open headers. Like, on one Lewandowski today, that middle two. Like in the front line were terrible. They were absolutely putrid, and I'm so happy they were the first 2 subs. I think those subs came late. Ferran Torres and Fermin should have been on earlier. And honestly, Fermin, I don't like what I'm seeing from Fermin. I would rather see Pablo Torre at that point because I think he's actually been better than Fermin this season when he plays. So again, but anyway, I'm glad that those subs came, but they just came too late. They came too late. I think our back line played well. I think Iñaki had a decent game. Leganes didn't do anything, bro. Leganes after that goal didn't do shit because their game plan was go in there, maybe get an early goal, and then just park the bus. So they weren't even threatening Barca at all. But again, I think our backline, when they had to make things happen and make plays defensively, they did that. I think they played well today. I don't think they played bad. It was our front line. It was our front line that just couldn't execute. They couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, which ultimately is the goal of football, to put the ball in the ball in the back of the net. And Barca today struggled at doing that, and that's why you lost the game. That's why you lost the game. I think Pedri had a masterclass today. I think he was fantastic controlling the game. He was everywhere. He was trying to will this team to victory today, but it couldn't happen. I think Casado had a really, really good first half. I think he was decent today overall. He was progressing the ball forward. He was trying to break down that low block. I think Rafinha had a great game as well. Missed a couple chances, but I think overall he played really, really well. I mean, the guy is just amazing. I wish he would have taken that free kick at the end a little bit better, but still, you can't blame Rafinha too much because I think he was decent today. Not decent. I think he was really, really, really good today. One of Barca's best players. I think Lamine had a good game as well. Obviously, got a knock in that first half with his ankle, but you know he fought through it and played almost the whole game. And I thought he created chances. But again, I mean, when you have Lewandowski up top missing all these sitters, what can you do? But yeah, man, I'm just extremely frustrated by the performance today, and I'm extremely frustrated with this team as of recently. Like I said, after that first half against Espanyol, since that second half against Espanyol, this team has looked completely different, and we look like we're out of answers in the league, and that's weird to me because this team was looking so dominant, and to drop points against Las Palmas and Leganes at home, bro, at home. In Montjuic, and granted, Montjuic's atmosphere is ass, bro. I don't hear them singing. I don't hear them doing anything. But again, who am I to judge? I'm not actually in the stadium. I'm just some fucking fan across the world. So I don't really want to focus too much on that because, again, I don't know what's going on in the stadium, what's happening. So I don't want to be that guy. But still, I thought the atmosphere was poor today, and I just think I think Barca needs the Camp Nou back. I know that sounds like a stupid excuse, and that's not the reason why Barca lost today. If Barca was playing at the Camp Nou, they'd probably still lose that game. But I'm just saying Montjuic is just not it. I think the ref was terrible today, adding 3 minutes at the end of the game where there was like 8 substitutions. To me, it's terrible refereeing. So many times Barca players got fouled and it didn't get called. So many times he should have given yellow cards to Leganes players, and he didn't give yellow cards to Leganes players. It just pissed me off, honestly. And I think the players today were extremely underwhelming for the most part. Most of them were underwhelming. I think the only ones that were good were Pedri, Casado, Rafinha, and Lamine Yamal. And Koundé, I think, had a decent game as well. Balde, to me, it's so weird with Balde, bro, because he in theory, when you describe a player like when you describe Balde as a player, like his archetype, you're like, this guy, like just on paper, he should be unstoppable, man. But he's so stoppable. That's really the best way, the only way I can put it. He's so stoppable. It's frustrating to watch because I look at him and I'm like, you have so many attributes that should make you an unstoppable fullback, but so many times you leave so much, like there's so much meat on the bone, bro. There's so much meat left on the bone, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm airing out my frustration right now. Again, I don't think Balde was Barca's biggest problem today, but so many times his crossing is so subpar. If you could just get his crossing better, I mean, this guy would be unstoppable. But yeah, man, for me, I think Lewandowski and Olmo were both terrible today. And people obviously know me as a Lewandowski hater and a guy who, you know, was really critical of him last season. But this season, when he was playing well, when he was playing like one of the best strikers, if not the best striker in Europe, I was giving him his credit. But when I see this today, and when I see this for the past couple games, because against Dortmund and the games before that, he hasn't been great. He just hasn't been great. That's just the fact of the matter. The last game that Barca actually were great in was, not the last game, but the last game where Barca actually looked like the old Barca was against Mallorca, the 5-1, and Lewandowski didn't start that game. So I don't know. Am I saying Lewandowski's the problem? No, but this is the issue when you have a striker like Lewandowski who his whole thing is, I need service to score goals, and when he gets service and he doesn't score goals, he's basically useless on the pitch because he offers you nothing else. He basically offers you nothing else. But again, what do I know? Yeah, just extremely frustrating, man. Going back to thinking about the games that we had in October against Madrid and Bayern and all these great performances. Barca were scoring 4 and 5 goals for fun every single game. To now this, to now watch, like to have to watch us drop points against Celta Vigo, Real Sociedad, Leganés, and Las Palmas, especially those last two at home. It's extremely frustrating to watch, and I hope they get it together, bro, because this league title is slipping away. This league title is slipping away, and the worst part is these aren't even some fucking juggernaut Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid teams. They're not some insane teams that are just taking the world by storm. We were that team earlier in the season. We were the juggernaut, and then what happened to us? Like, if you lose it, like when Barca lost the league title in 11-12, you lost it to 11-12 Madrid. To me, one of the best teams I've ever seen. So there's no shame in that, right? When Barca lost the league title in 16-17, again, one of the best Madrid teams that I've ever seen. Arguably, you could argue you couldn't even argue. It's the best out of the 3P teams, in my opinion. So again, there's no shame in that. You're pissed that you lost, but there's no shame in that. But losing a league title to this Madrid team that you beat 4-0 earlier in the season in the Bernabeu, it's unacceptable, bro. But again, we'll see what happens on Saturday. But this has to be better. This has to get better. Because this is gonna win us nothing this year. Nothing. Not the UCL, not the Copa del Rey, not La Liga. This inconsistent form is gonna win Barca fuck all. And it was supposed to be different this season. And I would hate for us to waste that great run of form we had in the first 3 months of the season. I would hate for Barca to waste that. But yeah, man, I really don't know what else to say. I wish I could sit here and tell you guys that there's some silver lining or something positive to come out of this game. There's something positive to come out of this game. Sometimes people say you learn a lot in a loss. I learned nothing today. I learned fuck all today about Barcelona. All I learned was that this team can't. Sometimes, like, we just couldn't finish in front of goal. Today was one of those games. It was one of those games where nothing was going to go Barca's way. Nothing was going to go Barca's way. But again, too many missed chances. We had an XG of 2.39, 18 shots on target, had most of the possession, 80% possession. This is a game where you should at least get a couple goals. At least a couple goals. And we couldn't get it done. And that's why Barca right now looking to maybe be third in La Liga at this same time next week, because the performances have been subpar. Gavi came on today, did fuck all. Gavi did nothing today when he came onto the pitch. Continues to be out of form in my opinion. Fermin Lopez did nothing today either. Just shit overall. But that's all I have to say. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hopefully we can bounce back from this. Apologies, but I really don't know. But again, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.